And we back! A couple days ago, Damian Lillard decided to do his version of recruiting as he went to his Instagram story and posted a picture of him and Kevin Durant in Portland Trailblazer jerseys. Dame said he's not the guy to run from the grind, but if somebody else want to come help him on his mission on the grind, he'll welcome them with open arms. Even Yusuf Nurkic went onto Twitter to post this picture. Now, we all know the likelihood of this happening in real life is close to zero, but that's what we have video games for, y'all. I decided to get Damian Lillard his biggest gift of all time, and I gave him Kevin Durant. Because in my mind, he's going to get fined for tampering. So the least that we could do is ease the pain just a little bit by giving him a fire video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Today's video is brought to you by Factor. Factor makes meeting your nutritional goals easier than ever. Shout out to Factor, man. I was a little bit worried about the weather. It's 99 degrees here in Chicago, but when I opened up this box, all of that went away because they gave us 3 huge blocks of ice to make sure that our meals are okay. Y'all know I'm like making videos 100% of the day, and I usually go the fast option. And as you know, fast is usually not healthy when that changes with Factor. Like, come on, man, I'm set. We start off with a Italian sausage pepperoni. And the best thing about this is it meets my personal dietary restrictions, and you can have it meet your own. Meal plans range from 4 to 18 meals per week, and you can add more or reduce the number depending on your specific needs. And it already comes like this, right? They tell you to poke a few holes up in here. You put it in the microwave for a couple minutes, you can go back to work, and once you hit a ding, it's time to eat. And just like that, my meal is made, pre-prepared, pre-portioned, and now I can just go back to work while also eating. Head over to go.factor75.com/KLT for a Q120 and use code KLT for a Q120 so they can give you $120 off your purchase. Again, use code KLT for a Q120 at checkout. $120 off is a steal. I want to say thank you again to Factor for sponsoring this video. With Kevin Durant, with the team looks really good. Now, I don't control this team. I just know for sure that KD and Damian Lillard are staples. And they're going to play out the rest of their careers together no matter what. If one of them wants to walk in free agency, I'm just going to bring them right back. This is a duo that we need to see. Now, Dame is 32 with 0 rings, and Kevin Durant is 34 with 2 rings. And they're both trying to continue those things of getting more, or in Dame's case, getting 1. They also have Anthony Simons, who they brought back in free agency, 23-year-old guard, 6'3", Damian Lillard, 6'2", so they're a small backcourt, but you know they made the trade to bring in Jeremy Grant this offseason, rocking the number 9. He's only got 1 year left on his deal, so they got to figure out what the heck they're going to do about that. But they got Jeremy Grant, and since Yusuf Nurkic also tweeted it out, it seems like he has to be safe as well. You know what I'm saying? At least for the first year. Now, if the GM wants to trade him away, they could. They brought in Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant and Boogie homies. I don't know. Nazir Little is here. Chris Dunn is here. Trent Watford is here. And Shaedon Sharpe is here. So they got a nice combination of the now and KD at 34 and Dame at 32. But the future at 23-year-old Anthony Simons. And then the future at 19-year-old Shaedon Sharpe. Now, we are just simulating, maybe jumping into some playoff games. I just want to see how many championships this duo can win if they play together. Honestly, if they were to do it, it's a little bit too late just because Dame at 32 years old in the game of 2K at least is regressing. I mean, I think coming into this game, he was like a 93, 94 overall, and he had the torso injury, and he's dropping. So he's only a 90, but 90 is still really, really good when you pair it alongside a 97 and Kevin. Oh yeah, let me do this. Let me just make sure. If you want to trade away some other pieces, you can. But I'm going to go to my own personal untouchable list, and I know who to add on it. I might even put Sharpe on it, because if Sharpe is anything like the version of him that we dropped on Friday after the draft, then he's here to stay. All right, first game of this duo together. Oh, you asking, Kenny, how did you get him? In this fictional world, we ain't had to give up nothing. I think legit I gave up Josh Hart, I re-signed Josh Hart. I gave them Justice Winslow, and it was one more contract that I do not remember. Actually, I can go check. You know what I'm saying? This is a fictional world we living in. It don't really matter. Oh, it's Eric Bledsoe's $19 million. Yeah, so it's Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, and Josh Hart. They got finessed, as you know. Kevin Durant is the real deal. First game of the season is the big-time win. Where do we want to call this a big 3? I don't know. We got to see what Jeremy Grant brings full-time before we call it a big 3. I mean, he's probably the 3rd most impactful player when it comes to scoring the ball, so maybe it is a big 3. Or did he just... No. It's not a big 3. It's not a big 3. Let me stop that. This is a dynamic duo, even though through the first 3 games, Dame ain't really average. What is he averaging? Is that 17 points per game? He's averaging 17 points per game. Not the best for Dame, but hey, long season. We're just looking at week 1. I'm sure he's gonna pick it up. Yeah, this team is gonna be disgusting. Will they ever lose a game? Will they ever lose the game? Is this the perfect 82-0 roster? Absolutely not. They went against the defending champions and they lost because they have Patrick Baldwin Jr. That's the guy. That's the key. No, we end up losing this one. But again, this is not a team that's gonna go undefeated. Boogie and the minutes he's getting, dub. Legit dub. 1-seeded Portland Trailblazers. Uh-oh. Let's see how these boys end up doing. 62-20 is pretty good. Actually really good. That's coach of the year good. Do we have All-NBA though? Kevin and Dame both get snubbed. I mean, when you're the best team in the league, I believe, especially when you have a guy, oh my God, Kevin took the back seat. Huh. He's 50, 40, 90. Kevin deserves to be All-NBA. He shot 52% from the field. He shot 45% from three and 90% from free throw. That's All-NBA. Dame deserves to be All-NBA too. You won 62 games and 2K's telling me that we didn't deserve an All-NBA player? Maybe just straight up counting stats. Those other dudes were better. But oh my God, they ended the season on a 10-game win streak. We got to look out for the Pelicans because they are hot and ready like Little Caesars. All right, we can do this. We can win this up. Terrence Davis is on the team now. They made a trade. Let's see what they ended up trading away. I know the hot and ready Little Caesar thing was corny. Welcome to the channel. All right. They traded away Nazir Little. I wouldn't have done that trade personally. But if they win a championship, I guess it don't really matter. They're going against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. Trey Jones is the new starting point guard. I don't know why that's the case. Where's D'Angelo Russell? We about to find out. I'm guessing injuries are on. I'm guessing he's injured. Or he's... Oh, they traded him for Gordon Hayward. So that's fun. Trades are going on, man. This is basketball. This is the NBA. And there he is, just coming off the bench on a different team. I mean, that's such a bad trade for you, right? Isn't that a bad trade? The other team to make the playoffs. I don't know. Who won that trade? Who lost that trade? I don't really know. We win game one. They ain't had D'Angelo Russell, who's like they glue. What role did D'Angelo Russell play on that last team? He wasn't bad until we got to the playoffs. I will say that. He had a good successful season. He was playing defense. He was talking on defense. Patrick Beverley got traded to the Kings, and they made the playoffs. Keegan Murray's down there somewhere coming off the bench. The Kings are not only a playoff team, but a team that's making the second round. Yeah, so Keegan Murray's existing. Shout out to him. He's not going to stop what we got going on. I mean, I would assume that Greg Brown should not be getting minutes. I'm sorry, Greg Brown should not be getting minutes. I'm sorry. Greg, no, we have Kevin Durant. I know you're tired, Kevin. You're Kevin Durant. You remember what you said in your interview? You're Kevin Durant. There's no reason anybody like Greg Brown should be getting minutes. We got a 7-game series against the Kings. The Kings are about to take out our all-time duo. No way. No way they will. I mean, it's a relatively close game. Not anymore. That's how you blew it out of the water and advanced to the next round. Kevin Durant did his thing. Dame struggled, but he did end up giving us 9 assists, so he didn't shoot the ball well, but he didn't have a bad game overall. De'Aaron Fox tried it, bro. How did they get Clint Capella? Oh, the simulation is wild already. All right, so we're going against Memphis, who decided to beat the team that was on a 10-game win streak going into this playoff run. Game 1 against Memphis is a win. Kevin Durant with 35, 15, and 7. Game 2 is a loss. Okay, it's a good team. It's a good team. Especially if Dylan Brooks is giving me 34. We don't deserve to win. The defense was god-awful in that game. Another bad defensive game. We're down 3-1, but we fight. We fight. Force a game 7. KD, Dame, and Comp. Can they come back from down 3-1? Oh, that's a 40-point win, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 50-point win, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. Ended up being a 20-point win because did we not play the starters in the fourth quarter at all? I mean, we gave up 52 points in that quarter. KD dominant. Ja pretty good, but it didn't matter if you're a -3. Oh, he's only -3 in his minutes. Should have got more. Should have got more. All right. 7-seeded Milwaukee Bucks from playing. They got Marcus Smart. What is going on in this simulation? How did you get Marcus Smart? Grayson Allen and Brook Lopez for Marcus Smart. And then they traded Al Horford for Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker was back. I mean, it worked out to some extent. They still made the playoffs, but they gave up like really, really important pieces. And this 7 seed is trying to do their thing, but they're still just a 7 seed, right? We should be, even though they got some defensive player of the years on their team, it didn't matter. Kevin gets in finals MVP number 3. Dame finally gets his MVP or a championship. And Kevin didn't even have an amazing closeout game. No, yes, he did. Why Kevin go out there and turn into Hakeem Olajuwon? 7 blocks from Kevin. Wow, 19, 10, 8, and 7 is a crazy stat line. All right, well, now this is a very interesting offseason because Jeremy Grant is a free agent, and he averaged 17 points for them this season, so he was extremely important. But it's not my job. It's not my job to bring him back, so we got to see if they're going to do it. And they lost their starting power forward. So it's now Trent Wofford, who basically, in the minutes that he got, which was 1 minute per game, he didn't do anything. So they brought in Kelly Oubre. So I would low-key start Kelly and just move KD over, to the 4. They have Anthony Simons getting better. Anthony Simons about to be a better player than Damian Lillard next season. Shaedon Sharpe jumped up a little bit. Now he's the bona fide 6th man. All right, let's see if they can go back-to-back, even though Dame is regressing. I mean, that's not a good start to the season at all. Actually, it don't matter if they go back-to-back. As long as Dame gets 1, he submits to himself as whatever. And I'm saying whatever because I'm not having this conversation right now. They suck at the moment. I hope they go make some trades. Was Jeremy Grant the glue that kept everything together? Trent Wofford is on the... Why is he on the 2-way? Why is he on the 2-way? What is happening? He was just our starting... What is happening? It's not my team. It's not my team. It's not my team. If they want to go out there and just be bad, then I'm going to let them be bad. Luka's a real-life cheat code, as everybody in here knows. Most improved player, Shaedon Sharpe. Now, his shooting splits ain't that great. But you got to remember, he's 20 years old. So the future is really good for our team. Because, like I said, Dame is getting worse. And with him getting worse, we're going to need somebody to take the head of the snake. But Kevin... I mean, he's 35 and he's aging like fine wine. You feel me? He's finally getting his appearance. Last year he got snubbed. They saw what he did in the finals. Like, you know what? We're gonna give him a legacy All-NBA appearance. He probably should be on first team, but that's really not up to me. It was Jason Tatum and Giannis, the play-in teams, and neither of them made the actual. Kevin deserved to be first team if you ask me. Hey. Let's see. Dame averaged about 21, 18 points per game from Anthony Simons. We got some shooters on this team, baby. We got people that score the ball. We also have Robert Williams. So that's fun. Who is Keon Johnson's been here? Ricky Rubio. That's fun. I mean, we made a few trades that look like, hey, I'll take those. I will take the Trent Wofford. I mean, he's got to be heated. Yeah, he's got to be heated. He was basically the starter going into the season. Coach told him he was going to be our starter. And just like that, we basically sent him to the G. We're going against the Lakers, and the Lakers actually don't look too bad. They have Karis LeVert, Anthony Davis, LeBron, Mike Conley, who's older, and Taylor Horton-Tucker. They also have like Hassan Whiteside. They got Kendrick Nunn. This is actually a pretty solid roster. I think we're better, but even though they're the 8th seed, they gave us some trouble, but not enough. Okay, so we're going against the Pelicans next. The Pelicans were a team that was really good last year. They got Kevon Looney now. All right, K-Loon. Loon left the nest. That is the Golden State Warriors, and for the better. The Warriors didn't even make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They're washed over there. Did they make you play in? They made the play-in and lost in the play-in. Again, second time in 4 years that that's happened. We're going against this team again in the conference finals. Dante DiVincenzo, TJ Warren. It's so much like movement in these videos. I'm not against it because this is a video where we live in a fictional world anyway. So I'm not against movement at all. AJ Griffin is not a start over here, but other than that, this team looks exactly the same. I'm actually going to simcast every game because I want to jump in and watch Dame and KD get some work done. So if there's any game that's close, we'll jump into. Something tells me this is about to be one of those series where none of the games are close, though. I mean, look at that. Almost a 50. Almost a 50. You know what I'm saying? They gotta redeem themselves. I understand you're on the road against the defending champions. You got to redeem yourself. Don't let them. I'm actually rooting for you right now. They not, though. Average margin of victory is about to be insane in this. One of the worst in NBA history, finals history. Okay. They're fighting Elisa. Nope. I was going to say at least they're fighting a little bit. They're absolutely not. I mean, we're still talking about a 30-point win on this one. Literal 30-point win. Average margin of victory is crazy. I mean, Katie and Lillard, they just got... Oh, the reverse. The reverse. It's close. Dang, it's not anymore. It's not anymore, y'all. For a second, it got close. Ended up being 8, but it wasn't really. All right, okay. But at least they showed some heart, some guts to go out there and not get destroyed. This has had potential. This had potential, and it's not gonna live up to it. Come on, man. Kevin averages 26 or something like that. He even got a triple-double in the very last game to cement it. He said, I know Dame is going to take off, but I need the exterior statistics to make myself look like the finals MVP. And just like that, they are back-to-back champs. That duo's looking good. Let me just make sure their contracts are cool. They're both under contract for some time. They got to bring back Sharp, which is going to be easy because he's on a rookie deal. All right, keep it moving. Year 3. Dame came into this season at an 86. I'm guessing he's going to be like an 84. He old now, y'all. So Dame is now the 3rd best player on the team because Anthony Simons is him. Zubac starting at the 4 for us all last year, too. Ant is coming off the bench for Sharp. That seems like it's going to ruffle some feathers a little bit. I'm going to let it slide, though. Hey, whatever coach think is the best to win a championship, he's been right the last 2 years. You feel me? And look at that. We ain't lose a game until we was 3 weeks in. Another good season. Kevin is all NBA again, as he should be because he's Kevin. But we were the 2 seed, so we've fallen off slightly. Or this team is just taking off. Lonzo, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Alperen Sengun, Miles Turner, Tari Eason, Ty Washington, Kevin Porter Jr. These have too many good players. They've got too many good players. Sharp in his first year as a starter averaged about the same numbers, but his shooting splits are way better this year. Dame, he is not sub 20 points per game yet, y'all. He's not. And Kevin ain't even regressed one bit. Now, his overall counter stats may be a little bit down, but he ain't regressed as far as overall goes. And then I don't know how Anthony Simons not winning 6 man of the year, averaging about 20 points per game. Yeah, we rounded up 50, 45, 96. Like, how is he not winning? It don't matter. All right, I want to see Houston. I don't care about no other team. I was about to say, whoa. Get me straight to Houston. Yeah, oh, Houston didn't live up to their side of the bargain. They lost by 3 to Isaiah Stewart. Where's Karl-Anthony Towns? Are we that far in the future that Cat's contract is up and they let him walk? Kessler Walker's like one of the guys? Anthony Edwards is a stud. If he got this team to the conference finals without Karl-Anthony Towns, where's Cat? With the Raptors? I mean, are they good? Answer? Playing. I mean, listen. I'm going to do the same thing as we did last year. Get to the finals. They got the same roster. This is a really good team. Abaji's actually nice, too. So, no, I was supposed to simcast, and it was a close game. I'm so dumb. That was supposed to be a simcast. We got a close game, ladies and gentlemen. We jumping in. Up by 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. It's been a minute since we've been able to jump into a game just because it never works out the way you want it to. This is game 3. I don't even know. Are we up 2-0 or is it a tie game? I couldn't even tell you. Or a tie series. I couldn't tell you. Let's see what this game has. Some struggles from the squad. I mean, KD's trying to do the other things, but he's shooting it pretty poorly. Sharp is our leading scorer. And on their side, Darius Garland is killing with the passing. Evan Mobley's overall top scorer. Abaji's having a good year, good game as well. So right now, Kevin Durant is on the bench. Is that Derrick Rose on our team? Is that Derrick Rose? Is that Derrick Rose? I think that's Derrick Rose. It is Derrick Rose. All right, Derrick Rose on our team. We about to get Derrick Rose a championship. Oh my gosh, Sharp. He tried to do the Zach LaVine dunk and got it blocked. And Jakob Poeltl bringing up the ball. He gives it to Colin Sexton in the corner. That's a green bean and a 1-point lead. Oh, snap. I can't believe Sharp just tried to do the Zach LaVine and got it blocked. All right, so they don't have their best player on the court. We don't have our best player on the court. Dame is trying to do everything by himself. I just realized they have 4 big men on the court. Mobley, Allen, Poeltl, Looney. And then Colin Sexton as the lone guard. And if he takes shots like that, he's leaving the door open for us. Zubac with the rebound. He gives it up to Sharp. Sharp is a lot swoller up top than I anticipated. Dame. Get Kevin in the game, bro. Get Kevin in the game. Dame is over here selling the bag steals. Yeah, why is Jakob Poeltl the guard? Derrick. Don't want to get downhill, huh, Derrick? All right. Dame, watch he pull up some stupidness. He's being guarded by Kevon Looney, who's a pretty solid perimeter defender for big. That's such a bad I'm sorry. Never in my life would I doubt you again, Damian. Never in my life would I doubt you again. You have done it again. Heck, Same thing with the Paul George shot. Looked like a bad shot on paper, but it's Damian Lillard, so there's no such thing. Without Kevin is at the scores table. Can Dame close this out? Big time bucket right here. Green release on the layup. Puts them up by 2 possessions with 40 seconds to go. Collin Sexton bringing the ball up the court. They need a score right here desperately. Big roll. No. I mean, I was going to say big roll from Jared Allen, but he popped. And instead, Collin Sexton got downhill and got to the basket. It is back to a 2-point game. 35 seconds to go. Dame, pull up again. He's not creating space. That's my problem. He's not. It's still a contest. He's not even creating space. Emob, mismatch alert. They're doubling down. That's leaving Collin Sexton green. They are selling the game. The big ball lineup brings a double team to Evan Mobley, leaves Collin Sexton wide open for a big time 3. And now it looks like both teams are going to bring in their starters or something similar to them. Kevin Durant is finally in the game. Is that Keon Johnson? No, that's Anthony Simons over there with the generics on. Auto-generated center. I don't know who the heck that is. But Kevin Durant is being guarded by Isaac Okoro. He gets to the basket somehow and finishes. He's Kevin. Hey, that's Kevin Durant right there. Was it ugly? Yes. Was it effective? Also yes. All right. Potential last possession. Oh, I think I'm 100% the last possession of the game. Here we go. Pass into Collin Sexton being guarded by Anthony Simons. He tries to get a little bit of daylight. It's not happening. A pick from Jared Allen. Heavily contested shot from Collin Sexton. And it is a 3-0 lead by the Portland Trail Blazers. These boys are about to three-peat with Dame and Kevin. Wow. Man. Hey, Kevin going to end up top 10 of all time. Kevin going to end up top 10 of all time, bro. If he end up with 5+ Okay, can we get out of here, though? Can I get out of here? Other than just straight up quitting? Because that's going to get rid of our progress, ain't it? I'm quitting. I don't care. I'll force to win if I have to. If Kevin end up with 5 rings, then I mean, hey, what can be said? I'm forcing to win because we won that game. It was just bugging. There's the win. And they get the sweep. They do. And Kevin averages these numbers. His 5th finals MVP, if you're keeping up with Kevin Durant's stats. He is ridiculous. What else can I say other than that? He is ridiculous. He's going into the last year of his deal. But the way we're going to do it, we're just going to re-up their contracts just so they don't have to switch teams. I'm guessing that Dame is going to regress even more. And with Kevin, even though he's not regressing, if one of them leaves, the rest of them, the other one is done too. So Kevin's 36, Dame's 35. Sharp is not getting better anymore, but 83 is still pretty good. Keon Johnson's getting better. This was the auto-generated guy that ended up getting some PT, John Nance. But yeah, I mean, as one of them retires, then it's wraps because it's a duo challenge. You feel me? 2 seed again, not that bad though. 2 seed won us the championship last year. 6th man of the year and most improved player for Sean Drew, whoever the heck he is. Kevin, are we getting in there? No, Kevin is done. And so is his duo soon, I believe. Kevin signed an extension, actually. Kevin signed an extension. It's on you, Dame. It's on you at this point because Kevin said he here to stay. You feel me? He going against a real young team. Who's Russ Purdue? Your guess is as good as mine. I know Chad Holmgren is a stud at 92 overall. John Nance is now our starting power forward. I think we can get the job done, and we do it pretty easily. Houston, a little bit better than the last team. Just by a little bit. Ty Washington off the bench is killing us. We're down 3-2. We're going into Houston. Don't remember the name of your arena, but we're going into it and hopefully getting this win. Because at this point, I want them to win a championship every single year that they're together. Because that's what Dame would want. This is further proving the point that if Dame had another superstar next to him, they won't lose. We've just never seen it before. Oh, this is the series. This is the series to come back for the Portland Trail Blazers, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're going against the Pelicans again. CJ is god-awful at this point. He's washed. I'm sorry that Dame has to be the one to put you out your misery. I know y'all boys, but I'm sorry. But we get a rematch of last year's finals. I will not try to jump into any of these games, though, because we already got our jump-in fix. You know what I'm saying? We only need to see one of them. Dame and Kevin, 3-1 lead, 3-2 lead, 3-3 lead. They just let the reverse sweep happen on them. Oh, none of y'all want to retire? I would have retired after that if I was one of y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. That would have been enough for me. I would have actually requested a trade or something. You never just go down or go up 3-0 to lose a series. Ever. So Dame is not very good anymore at 36 years old. I mean, they lost Robert Williams and stuff. This is basically the beginning of the end because Shaedon Sharpe is gone. I don't know where the heck he went. So, yeah. I think we might have done the things which, oh my God, Jaden Hardy is like that? Only 4 years of his career, and he's like that. That's peculiar. Sharpe went to LA. He said he needs to spread his wings. Are you even starting over there? Actually, you were starting for us. You were starting over Anthony Simons for the last 2 seasons. And you went there and you're also starting with Tyrese and Jalen Durant. Because everybody in this simulation has switched teams twice, 3 times over. Still made the playoffs. Oh, Banchero is Banchero. I've been saying his name wrong. Banchero wins most valuable player. We even got the rookie of the year. 2nd round pick, rookie of the year, because we're so bad that we had to start a 2nd rounder. But hey, our duo is still intact, which means that there's a chance. Dame's bad. He even signed an extension though. He signed an extension. He only averaged 14 on less than 40% shooting for the first time in his career. Kevin Durant's efficiency has gone down. We're the 6th seed. And there's nothing good about being the 6th seed other than the fact that we still get out of that round and we go against Houston, who beat us, and then they lost to Kay Cunningham and Jay Ivey. Will we get a retirement? We do. So damn. Back in 2022, I gave you your biggest wish. And it resulted and 3 championships in 5 seasons. Not too bad. Not too bad. Obviously, you know, bona fide Hall of Famer with or without those championships. But just to prove the point, there it is. Jersey retirement. Absolutely, just to prove the point. And that's wraps, man. Dame, you got a good idea out there, but the realisticness is saying that it won't happen. But if it did, potentially win a lot of rings.